going on, everybody? Welcome back to Los Fieles Podcast. This is Alban and Luis.
How you guys doing?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, man. So, did you go to the Fan Fest this weekend?
I didn't go to FanFest. I didn't go to FanFest, man. I had some family obligations. It was my son's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, it was his birthday. We went out and celebrated, had a little dinner. Made a day about it. You know what I mean? I couldn't make it, so missed it, but I heard, some good things. I heard some bad things,
Like always, right?
like always. Yeah, as usual, as per usual. So, but yeah, all good.
That's good. That's good. I was supposed to go. I
Right.
remember I had a bunch of tickets. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Taking the whole fam. Everything's gonna be good. And then
Right.
last minute, people got sick.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I was like,
My
well,
goodness.
there went that
Yeah,
bad.
right,
Everyone was
dude.
like, so what's going on out there? I was like,
Yeah.
well, boxing and UFC again.
Yeah,
I love
that was cool.
UFC. Yeah,
That
so
was
it's
cool.
like, all right.
You see that guy get his whole wig knocked off?
Now that is getting your wig blind knocked
Dude, I was like, wow, why would you go in with a toupee? Like, if I'm going to fight, dude, I'm going to go as naked as I can, man.
He won.
But he won embarrassingly. I would have maybe taken an L and kept my hair. Then freaking got the dub and freaking got my cat peeled back.
It was just funny because I was seeing it and I was like, what the heck? Like his hair's a different color.
Right? It is. And you can totally see like the soul line, like oh man, it was bad. It was all bad. But
What's worse? Getting your wig knocked off, or being the guy that knocked his wig off and still lost.
Oh man, dude, dude. You know what? That's a good one. That's actually a good one. I'm always gonna go with getting my wig knocked off, bro. I'd rather take the L. I'm telling you, take the L and keep my wig, than lose my wig and get the dub. Are you kidding? And then it was just like, oh man, it was not cool.
I'd rather win. I'm like, I don't want that L on my record.
I do not.
Like,
Well, I don't want that. You're gonna be a meme for the rest of your life, bro. That's what you're gonna be, an embarrassing meme for the rest of your life. So take the dub. But this is
Yeah, but at least you won the fight. Imagine if you lost your wig and you lost the fight. All right, now I'm just jumping. I'm going a little too far over here.
right.
Again, to jump away, I did hear some things about the Fan Fest, which
Okay.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm kind of excited about it. I know you heard some stuff about Merrill.
I heard some stuff about Merrill, man. Merrill's a dog. He's a dog, man. My guy is ready. He wants all the smoke. He was asked directly about playing the Dodgers specifically,
Nice.
and he was like, he didn't care. He was like, I don't care who we play. They're just another team in the MLB. They're another team that we have to beat. Another team we got to get by, and we're not gonna focus on the Dodgers. And I was like, bro, yeah,
That's right.
yeah, bro, yeah. And I mean, I've said it. Jackson Merrill wants to smoke, and I'm glad, and I hope that he releases that energy into the clubhouse, man, and they feed off of it, and they move forward with it, man. Because I mean, my goodness, he's just not playing. He's not playing.
man.
So I hope that energy just gets passed around.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that too. So I'm like, yeah. So that pumps me up, and then it got me thinking though.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this thought in my head because there was rumors about like Darvish retiring, and
Right.
then it came out and he was like, I'm not retiring. I haven't even came on my decision yet, right?
I guess the article, because I mean, some people call it a hit piece, some people called it an article, some people just called it like all kinds of misinformation. The author of the article went on the air and he said the only thing that he did wrong was use the word retirement. Everything else in the article was fact. So we have yet to hear about that, but I'm not gonna speculate. I'm not gonna say whether or not it's true or not. What the man said is what he said. It can easily be looked
It's
up.
what it is.
He just said that the only mistake he made was use the word retirement. So we can go from there. I mean, Yu Darvish is a class act. I'm sure when he went and answered, like they said, like literally 15 minutes later.
Yeah, he put it on Twitter.
Yeah, he
X.
put it on X to X. Yeah. I never am planning on retiring. Whatever the quote was. So I mean, good for you, and good for the author, Kevin Acey. I think it was. Was it Kevin Acey?
I think so.
Anyway,
It just got me thinking because I'm like, ever since that article and he came back, I'm like, you know what? I started thinking like hard about Darvish and about the situation that we're in, and I was like, I'm gonna ask you the question, and that is, do you feel like he should retire or stay on the team? And I'll ask this to the audience as well, and that is the same thing. Do you feel like he should retire or stay on the team?
Right.
But instead of just a yes or no because he's this and this and that, but my secondary question would be, how does this benefit the Padres?
All right.
So for me, personally,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'll say, and with all due respect to Darvish, I love Darvish, but I personally think he should retire. I think at this point, you know, he's owed 3 years, 46 million total, right?
Okay.
It's for 3 years.
No, yeah.
16 million in 2026, 15, 27, 15 and 28, right? Um, and it's like ever since 2022, he hasn't started 30 games since 2022. In 2023, he had 24 starts.
Right.
2024, he had 16 starts, and last year, 15 starts. Why? He's being plagued with injuries now, right?
Right.
He hasn't pitched over 150 innings since 2022. Again, 23, 136, 24, 81, last year, 72. See, his decline's going down, right?
Right.
And then his ERA, again, same trend. 22, 3.10, 23, 4.56, 24, 331. So he was actually starting to come back.
Right.
And then last year's his 538. You know what I mean? And so I go, he's gonna be 40 this year. His numbers are declining. I can't even go deeper into all this stuff, but it's like for the last 3 seasons, his numbers are going down. He's not getting any younger. His arm's not getting any stronger. You know, like it seems like he's attacking, hitters more now because he's just getting to that stage. So I look at it like, if you retired, you could have given us 16 million this year. That we could have got, Suarez, that he just got picked up for 15 million. That we could have got Arias, back. That
Right.
we could have gotten O'Hearn. We could have gotten Romuto. We could have actually picked up maybe 2 or 3 players for 16 million, or picked up one that really could fill a hole. So that's my personal take, because I go, if he gets rid of it, that creates that payroll flexibility. And let's say he does come back. Like, is he gonna? These last 2 years, he has not showed that he could stay healthy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how I look at it.
Well, this is what I think, man. I think that Yu Darvish should keep his money. I think that this is his contract. He totally, even up to where up to this point, I think he's earned it. And let me tell you, just what I think and what I feel on this is that as a person, it makes him very honorable. You know what I mean? It speaks volumes of him. He wants the team to win. He obviously wants to give this money back so that the team can, make some moves with it.
Okay.
But these rumors of Yu Darvish giving his money back and retiring have been going on, since the end of the season.
Yeah.
Even before then, I think it was in October when they started those rumors. Do we know that something's already in the works and they didn't use that money to get maybe a Michael King back? We don't know. I don't think he should give the money back, but that's not for me to say. It's going to be on him. I think he's doing it because his relationship with Peter Seidler was so close, and he has that same vision as Peter Seidler. He's going to give the Padres the opportunity to say, here, I'm going to give this money back. You know what I mean? Do something with it. I mean, but they really, if Michael King was their only move, I don't know. I don't know if that's cool. To me, was keep his money. It's his contract. I don't think he's going to be detrimental. He'll find a way to be productive in that bullpen, in the clubhouse. I mean, the guy's a veteran leader. The guy knows how to throw the ball. He knows mechanics. He knows how to take care of himself. He knows how to play this game. You know what I mean? So Yu Darvish, I don't think will ever be a distraction or detrimental to the team. Even if, and I'm with, give, if, I mean, because it's going to happen, give the money, stay in the clubhouse, be productive to the clubhouse. He's going to do it. Joe Musgrove, we can say the same thing about Joe Musgrove. Joe Musgrove had Tommy Johns. He was still in the clubhouse. He was still a productive unit to the clubhouse. You know what I mean? Helping the pitchers, giving advice. Situations. I believe you, Darvish, is not going to be a detrimental aspect to the clubhouse. I just don't believe it.
Well, it's not about if you're detrimental or not. It's about you're under contract. He can't just give his money back. You get what I mean?
No,
like
I get
he's
that.
getting paid this year.
Yeah.
As long as he's on contract throughout the season, he's going to make $16 million.
Yes.
Because he is under contract.
Yes.
Next year, he is going to make $15 million.
Yes.
While he's under contract.
Yes.
Now I don't want to worry about next year, and then the year after that, he's going to get another $15 million again. So, what I'm talking about is how is this beneficial to the team? People get hurt. They're in the clubhouse. I mean, it happens. People get suspended.
Right.
They're in the clubhouse. Well,
Right.
they can't be in the clubhouse, but you know what I mean. Like people get hurt. They're in the clubhouse, right?
Right.
Like that. You don't change that. Like people that, their teammates, their family, etc.
Right.
How is him not retiring beneficial to the team? And because to me, I don't like being like he's in the clubhouse. That's I don't look at that as beneficial. He is gonna be in the clubhouse whether he's on a day he's gonna start, on his days off, or if he's hurt.
Correct.
So I look at it like that's 16 million that is not in the clubhouse technically because that is
it's not
paid
to him. It's not paid to him. The 60 million not given to him. He's still going to be in the clubhouse, but the man signed on the dotted line.
So
the team signed on the dotted line. I have all faith. I do have faith in AJ Preller. I do, but we've played this game before.
Faith in what though?
In AJ Preller, in his moves, in what he's done. With Juan Soto, bringing in Juan Soto,
got rid of
Josh Hader.
A lot.
I know, but this is the same thing. We gave up a lot to get back some big pieces, right?
Darvish is not. You don't need getting rid of nothing. He is worth right now.
But
$16
we want his money.
I'm just saying.
But we want his money to make the team better. We gave up the farm system to make the team better.
Okay, but that's
right?
We're paying him $16 million to not play, and when we get him back, he's gonna be like 41 years old almost.
But
right?
the man wasn't cliff diving. You know what I mean? The man wasn't out there, freaking roller skating. He was pitching in for our team, pitching his behind off.
I get that.
You know what I mean? And he got hurt. You know what I mean? So the way I see it is, if he's gonna give them, which it sounds like he's gonna give the money back.
The only way to get money back is if you retire.
Okay, and I'm saying if he retires, okay, he's still gonna be part of the clubhouse.
But that's not the question. My question is, should he retire? Yes, or should we continue to let him, come back and pitch for us? How is that beneficial to the team? Either way.
Dude. The guy can pitch. The guy can pitch.
I just gave you his stats.
I know you did, and he's declined. So
is he worth $15 million next year?
He's not going to be a 3 or 4.
That's you see, because you're not looking at it from that. He's not going to restructure his contract.
He's not.
At this point, you're set with this guy is a $16 million on the bench.
Yes.
A $15 million pitcher next year at 40, almost 41. And then a $15 million pitcher at 42.
Mm-hmm.
Is he worth that type of money?
There has to be a role for him.
Then his role's gonna be a starter. He ain't gonna be. You're not gonna put a $15 million guy
Well, he's not gonna be a starter. He'll probably be situational. He'll probably be a situational guy coming to third inning, fourth inning, fifth inning.
So we're gonna restructure our entire.
He's not in our lineup right now.
Okay, so
he's not in our lineup right now.
So
he'll be in our lineup in 28. At the end of his contract.
Again, my argument goes: should he retire? Should he not retire?
If he retires,
no, that's not the question. Should he?
If he retires,
yeah.
If he retires, take his money.
Yeah, that's what. But I'm saying
money.
What's more beneficial? What do you feel is more beneficial?
Of course, retire and get a buyout. You know what I mean? The parties will agree with Yu Darvish and say, hey, instead of giving you this much, we'll give you this much, and then we take this back this much, like they did with Rendon or whatever, the Angels did, something like that. But the him giving, I'm not agreeing. I don't agree with. I don't want you Darvish because again, we've gone all in before.
Yeah.
We've gone all in before. We've pushed all our chips to the center. I think that we need to let what we have play out. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to hang this man who plays for us, and he's being honest. He's the only one that's being honest with us. He's the one that says, you know what? I'm gonna shelf myself. I'm thinking about giving you guys some money back. I'm thinking about, if when I retire, if I retire, giving you guys some money back, right? And being part of the team still. And then if my arm is well, maybe come back from scratch.
So at this point, how do I state this better? We're loyal to him
Mm-hmm.
because obviously he's done a lot. I remember 22.
Right.
He had a great season that year, and
Mm-hmm.
we got to the NLCS. Big part of it was because of him.
Right.
24, when our offense decided to just fall asleep, Game 5 he pitched a gem, and just because he allowed 2 solo home runs, which it happens to the best of us, our offense decided that we weren't going to give him a single run. So I do know that he had it, and that was a huge 2024 when he had come back and he wasn't having the greatest year, as you can see with my stats. Like I said, he was still having a 3.31 ERA, but once he got to the playoffs, once he got to Game 5, he pitched his heart out. He pitched a great, beautiful game that I was like,
Exactly.
why can't we give him some innings? But then that was 2024. Last year, one game was against the Mets that he had like a good, like a complete game. He just went off,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that was like his last hurrah.
That was his last.
And so at this point, I can't justify saying he should not retire, and we should continue to pay him $16 million for this year, because he's not going to come back and be the same. I feel personally that he's going to come back and be another 5 ERA guy, and he is not going to be relegated to the bullpen or to be a Nick Martinez that comes in for 4 innings, because he's going to come out here and 1 out of 5 have a good game and the other 4 get destroyed, and put more pressure on our bullpen, put more pressure on our offense to score.
I have faith in Darvish. When if he says he can come back and he can play and he can throw, I believe it. Now, if he says, and this is why I'm being adamant about this, if he says, you know what, I can't do it, I believe he can't do it. I believe he tried all avenues to get well, to get to the mound, and pitch for us. And that's when I can say, okay, you know what, Darvish, let's see what we can work out here.
But at what point does loyalty to a person hurt the team?
It's hurt now. I mean, it's hurt.
But you get what I mean?
No,
like,
I get that.
Even
I do.
Tony Gwynn was batting 300.
Yes.
Until the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was still technically being productive.
Right.
Even though he wasn't, 1994 Gwynn, he was still productive even in his final season. So I go, this is he's not being productive.
Mm-hmm.
The stats don't lie. I mean,
They're not. The numbers are the numbers.
The counterpoint, I guess, the only drawback, the only, I guess, counter argument to me myself would be his opponent batting average, and his whip has been kind of like similar.
Right.
In 2022, they were batting 205 against him with a 0.95 whip. Okay. In 23, 256 against him with a 1.30. In 24, he had a 212, which is really good.
Right.
With a 1.07. Mm-hmm. He's walking more. And 25, he had a 244 with a 1.18. So his whip has been going up outside of 24, which again, he was doing fine.
And that goes along with age.
And then you look at the Ks per 9, 9.11 in 22, 9.31 in 23, 8.60 in 24, 8.50 in 25, so his K rate is going down.
Right.
His walk rate went from 1.71, again, 22 is the only time I'm going to start, 2.84 after that, 2.42, and then 2.38. So he's walking more, striking out less. And then the biggest one is the home runs per 9. And he was lying 1.02 in 22, then it went to 1.19, 1.32, and then 1.75 last year.
So
Do you know what that tells me?
two per nine.
That
Two
he
home runs
is
per nine.
attacking hitters more now,
Right.
because his control isn't there. Maybe the off speed stuff, everything is showing you that he is where it matters. He is dropping.
Right.
So then why? How can you justify and
Because
say
I have as a someone who's looks at the players and someone who I can just be like, hey man, I'm gonna look at Mason Miller or Morejon or Estrada. I look at Darvish and I see discipline. I see um, integrity. I see intensity. I see all that with Darvish, um, and I see honesty, and that's the biggest thing for me. When he'll say, and if he's gonna be honest with us, if he can't do it, he will quit, and he will work something out. You know what I mean? But I feel that we need to, and it's the loyalty, and it's going to be detrimental to the team. It is because I feel, I mean, we didn't ask Eric Hosmer, hey bro, you want to get a buyout here? We didn't ask him that. Why ask you, Darvish? Eric Hosmer was hot garbage water, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
okay.
Why are we going to ask you, Darvish? You, Darvish, was
They tried to trade Hosmer though. He just unfortunately the Padres had made a mistake.
with
AJ, you made a mistake
yes,
by putting
yeah.
in no trade clause on him.
Yes.
And I understand that a lot of
But
stars tend to get that, so they can
Did
stay.
they ask him?
They tried to trade him. Remember?
But no, did they try to trade him? Did they when he was saying I'm done? They
That
still
I
had
don't know.
we don't
I don't
know.
know.
And I seriously doubt that they did it.
But I do know that they tried to trade him.
Okay, well, trade is
multiple
one
times. Remember
okay, but
that.
now he's
When we got
retired. Now he's
Frazier.
retired. Now he's retired. Hey, Eric, you want?
Or Soto.
Hey, Hosmer, you want to get a buyout going on here? Help us out a little bit. I'm sure that didn't go down.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's not fact.
And I also don't know about Darvish. All I
And-
know is that from my point of view and from what I'm seeing sitting here
Mhm.
is he's on our team making $16 million this year.
And that you think
would
it's
you
a
want
waste?
to pay? Think if you own the company, you want your company to succeed, and one of your employees is already showing signs
One of
of
your
weakness.
tenured employees.
One of your tenured
One of your
long-term,
long-term
older employees is showing
veteran.
massive signs of decline,
Okay.
and you're paying him near the top echelon of all your players who are still technically showing you production.
Mm-hmm.
And for 1 year, he's not even going to work.
Because he got hurt at work. Because he got hurt at work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you feel like, as a businessman at that point, it is beneficial to you?
It's not beneficial.
Or if this man's already at retirement age, would you say, hey, retire so that I don't have to pay you, and that you go live your life? You can still come and help me if
Yes,
you want. You can still
okay.
be in the front office. You can still be in the bench. You can still do whatever you want. We're not taking them away from the team. We're just saying,
But I don't want to push that on him. I'll tell him, hey, man, make your decision. I'm not going to say, hey, you should retire, bro. Give me back my money so we can work something out. Let's something. Let's
well,
do
it's
something.
not give me back my money.
Well-
it's more if he retires, he just doesn't, the
Right, he
contract
does-
voids,
it voids,
and that's fine.
Right. But
He gets pension from the MLB, so
Right.
it's like
and so that will help rehab his arm, and that
he's
will help.
he's rehabbing, but
I know, but with MLB facilities.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Because if after retirement they still get coverage, medical and insurance and all that other stuff through MLB, and they will be able to use MLB facilities to rehab that elbow. Now, if you Darvish makes the decision, I'm all for it. But I'm not gonna push the man and say, hey man, you're 40 years old, bro. You know what I mean? Them 12 pitches. No, you now have 8 different pitches. You know what I
it's kinda
mean?
like 4 now.
Okay, 4. how many?
that are useful. I mean,
How many pitches does the next best pitcher have in his arsenal that are effective?
again, depends on the pitcher, because someone like Mason Miller has 2, and
But
they're
all he
pretty
needs is 2
flipping
because
good.
he all he needs is 2 because he's only going to pitch 3 innings
Even someone
or 3
like
outs.
Dylan Cease with his 2, his Eufus that he throws here and there, But at the end of the day, he'll give you 200 innings.
Yes.
and he still had an ERA of less than 5.
Okay.
So
Dylan Cease is what?
I'm no.
30?
I don't want to go into like that situation. You asked me a question, I'm answering it.
Okay. All right.
So I think well, I mean, this is where we stand. So I'll ask
we
the
agree to
audience.
disagree. We
Yeah,
agree to disagree.
I'll
I
ask everyone listening. I mean, again, I encourage you guys to get into this situation because this is obviously we don't agree, and this is
we're not gonna.
it's not a there's not a right and wrong. It's more of a if let's say were you pick up Darvish right now for your team, would you say this is my ace, this is my third, this is my fourth? Would you even want him on your team if you had an option? You know, I want to know what you guys think. Make it, put it in the comments. Let us know. Debate amongst yourselves. I'll jump in. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you'll jump
yeah.
in.
We'll jump in.
You know.
Absolutely. We'll jump in the comments.
And then see how it goes. Now to reiterate everything. Now, this I don't. And I came harsh, but I, for no reason, want to bash on Darvish when it comes to what he's meant for us.
Right. Right.
What he's done for us, his signing, everything. I do feel like maybe he got signed for a little bit too long of a contract, but I do understand why.
We do agree on that. I believe that he did get signed for too much of a long contract.
But I do understand why. He did come here. He has pitched his ass off. Like let's be real. He has done everything he could to get us there. And 2024, that playoff game is obviously proof of how much he can still be capable of big moments. Like I would have loved to have seen him pitch in the playoffs last year to come in and he would have shut down the team. I am almost at least 75% sure because obviously there's you can have bad outings,
right.
But I do believe in him. So this has by no means am I trying to like crap on his legacy. I just go, is he worth going one more run, or is it time for him to just move on? Like,
no, and it's a great question. I agree on the contract, the length of contract. I think he got that amount of contract because of how he was pitching at the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And we thought, everybody thought. because the way he carries himself, the way he literally takes care of himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We thought, okay, this guy's gonna be here for the long haul. He can be productive up until 40. It didn't happen that way.
Time's undefeated.
But time is undefeated. We have to, in my eyes, let's give the man the chance that he deserves. Let's give the man the say that he deserves. If he wants to hang it up, brother, go ahead and hang it on up. Work something out. You know what I mean? And be that guy, that comes in and out of the clubhouse. If not, if he feels he can come back, I believe that he can come back because he says he can come back. He's not going to lie to us. He hasn't lied to us yet. You know what I mean? I think he's the only honest guy that comes out and says what it is. You know what I mean? He's not going to come out here and say, the only thing that he hasn't told us is if he was hurt in the playoffs against the Cubs. You know what I mean? Because right after the season was over, surgery. You know, so we don't know if he was hurt. But again, Yu Darvish, and we both agree, excellent pitcher. We're not here to bash on the man. We're here to cause conversation. But I believe he should stay. You believe he should go.
That sounds all messed up.
Yeah, but we gotta say the truth, man. We gotta say the truth. So we leave it in your guys' hands. Please give us the comments. Share it. Share this debate with other Padre fans and baseball fans out there, and see what they have to say. You know what I mean? And let us know, man. And we will definitely get back to you guys. We're getting blocks of comments, and we'll answer them. Via this feed here, and we'll go from there, man. We'll go from there.
Well, I think we're good with that.
I think we're good with this one.
All right. Until next time, guys. We got nice little shows coming up for you guys. And just to reiterate, jump in the comments and let them know what's going on. So for Alvaro and Luis,
Los Fieles
619. Follow us on all our social media, And yeah,
Thanks for tuning in, guys.